like keep a piece of scratch paper for momentum.
Got it.
And if you look on your sheet, there's fortune points. Okay, that are kind of above your character's picture.
Right.
So, those are good. Those help you avoid. They're like inspiration, sorta. Okay.
Did your camera just flake out, dude?
No.
No?
I had it bumped into the wrong setting. I'm back now.
I see.
So you have 3 points of fortune. Okay, there's 3 slots there. So if you tick one, you know you burned a point. Okay.
Okay.
Momentum. Momentum is something you gain every time you make a success, and you make a success past the number. Like, say you need to make 1 success and you roll 2 successes, you get a point of momentum.
Cool.
You can burn that immediately to do stuff like make the task only take half the time, or add an additional damage on a successful attack. You know, if you land your attack, you can spend 2 of them to disarm an opponent. You can do all sorts of neat things with it.
Cool.
You can use momentum from a pool that the party shares. So somebody needs to keep track of the momentum of the pool. Okay.
Not it.
All right, Greg. So there can only be 6 momentum at any given time in that pool. All right.
Okay.
So when you make successes, you guys can burn them on your turns. You can use them. You can also say you have a difficult test to do. You can go, well, shit, I don't like just having 2 d20 to try it. So I'm going to burn a momentum per extra d20. And then you get better chances of getting stuff done.
All right.
But you can only do 3 extra dice.
Okay. So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why is there no raucous electric guitar playing us in tonight?
Well, I was trying to clean this horrible room behind me. I don't know if you can see the piles of crap everywhere. So, next time, though, for sure.
Luke, did you just do your hair in the style of the character you're playing?
I think he did. You can have a sanity point for that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Even though his character doesn't even have hair.
Too late.
I thought it did, actually.
No, he has wonderful facial hair.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, it's the facial hair.
So, then there's something called Doom, which kind of counters you guys' momentum. If you screw things up, Doom happens. If you take too long to do your initiative turn, I just throw a piece of Doom counter into the pile.
Just throw a piece of Doom at you.
Yeah, I can even spend Doom to screw you guys. Like if you guys are taking too long to determine what you want to do, I go, well, I spend a Doom and suddenly I seize the initiative and my bad guy.
All right, then.
You can do all sorts of stuff. I can trigger environmental effects. This game would be really cool for a Twitch stream because you could have a Doom pool that
the audience
our
plays.
legion of fan could suggest things for.
Ooh.
All
right.
But if I screw up, I remove Doom from the pool. That kind of thing.
Well, now that I'm completely confused.
No, totally.
Special thanks to our Patreon patrons for making the show happen. And if anybody's interested at any point, you go to patreon.com/Rysk Brewing, and that's where we hang out. Tonight's show supported by LibrisArcana.com, LibrisArcana.ca. They do kick-ass dice subscriptions and RPG book subscriptions. And use code RYSK to get 25% off your first month's subscription. And we are live. Welcome to the... Oh, well, we were live. I just clicked the thing wrong.
We deleted our...
Nah, it's all good. I'm good.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Welcome to Monday night. This is Quantum Keep. It's episode 11. We aren't in Kansas anymore.
No.
And we're nowhere near Kessel.
No.
I thought for sure we were doing a Kessel run last game, but...
Wait, isn't a parsec a unit of distance?
Yeah, it is. What's
In
your
Star
point?
Wars, it's a unit of time.
No, it's a unit of distance.
I thought
Did
this
you
meant-
not watch Solo?
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention to that. I watched it to be entertained, not educated.
Luke, they explain it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know who gave me shit about not watching Solo yet? Fiona.
Good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was always my beef. That was always my beef, and I never understood it. And then I watched Solo, and it's all good. Hello, viewers in the room, even though some of you might actually be us.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Probably all us.
It's entirely possible at this point. Maybe a few minutes ago it wasn't, but right now it's entirely possible. It's just us.
Hey, oh, that's me. Just chatting.
Well, there you go. I'll just do this. Cha-chink. Chat. Because I don't want one. I want 2 beers. So, last episode, we were doing battle on a strange vessel of historical note in a place we didn't recognize that had stormtroopers.
And I learned a lot of things.
And,
Like a lot of things.
yeah, and Luke's head kind of exploded. And then, somehow, we got bounced. And I don't really
Another-
remember it.
Quantum leap.
But I remember it was bad. And we were looking
Yeah.
for the codex, and we found it. But I don't think we got to do anything with it.
Aha. That would be where you are incorrect, I'd say.
Well, that is good to know. I would
I
be
did
more than
something with
happy. Good night. Go to bed.
Good night. The devil
Yo.
is unconscious. You guys leaped.
Not funny. Go to bed.
You guys leaped or leapt, whatever.
Whatever. I'm not. This is an English class. Nobody's picking sides.
You done leaped, and you found yourself in some kind of
A vessel.
bowels of some sort of seafaring vessel.
We were in
A
a
vessel.
vessel.
And Alameda, the nuclear vessels, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we could leap into Star Trek.
No,
And,
I mean, we're here now.
I wish we had many fans who would suggest the new world for us to jump into. You know what I wish? I wish a publisher would go, hey, these guys are doing something interesting. I wish they would leap into our campaign so all their 3 fans could see it.
I mean, I think that's a great suggestion. So, if anybody sees this, feel free to suggest it.
So, hello, wizards.
Hello.
So yes,
But, so you found yourself chained up, shackled, hands above your head. That blue glow burned into your vision. Your friend was right next to you, hanging off another beam there.
I was going to say, are we both shackled?
Yeah, but he
Okay.
was not. He was not conscious. He was kind of being thrown around. The ship was in major distress. You were hearing all sorts of
Running and jumping and
commands
creaking.
being barked on the decks above, and there's other pathetic captives, slaves, or something down
Am
here chained up.
Am I bound in any sort of way that I can break free?
Well, you are a pretty beefy, ripped dude in a loincloth.
Yeah, that's why I say, like,
You're like, oh my gosh, I'm ripped.
I need to make an attempt to get the hell out of these bones.
Yeah. You know what? Let's make our first use of the system.
Let's do that.
If you want.
So
you
these
can
are
spend a
D20s, yeah?
fortune point to give yourself a bonus die. This is going to be very difficult, though. Okay?
Yeah. So what are we talking here? To get a bonus die, what kind
to get
of
a bonus die, you can burn things like, well, you have your 2d20,
Okay.
which you use to make your skill checks.
Okay.
Your skill checks range from anything from simple, like, I'll give you a brief chart here. Simple, opening a slightly stuck door, researching a widely known subject, hitting a stationary archery target during practice. Simple, you just roll the dice to make sure you don't do a catastrophic blunder. You're going to succeed. Okay? An average test. An average test is overcoming a simple lock. Okay? Now, keep in mind you need to be kind of skilled for this stuff. Overcoming a simple lock for somebody who knows how to pick locks, right? Not overcoming a simple lock for somebody who doesn't know his way around a set of lockpicks. Researching a specialist subject, shooting an enemy at optimal medium range. Challenging, 2 successes. You're basically shooting an enemy at good range in poor light. A complex lock. Daunting, 3 successes. Overcoming a complex lock in a hurry.
Okay, so I'm assuming then...
Magnum hot wiring the Ferrari.
So I'm assuming then that just yanking really hard on a thing has got to be obviously one of the more simple tactics. There's no finesse or skill required.
But the thing is its difficulty lies in its material construction.
Oh, okay.
So, you're going to be... You know
Jesus,
what? I'll give you
holy
a chance.
shit.
I'll give you a chance. Well, what?
Fuck, sorry. There's a spider crawling up my wall. It's about 1 inch across.
Oh, that's it?
Holy fuck, it's huge.
Sorry, I'm from BC. That's a little one.
Oh my
We've
God.
been noticing them in our garage lately because it's getting cold.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want it crawling around me while I'm playing, if you know what I mean.
Oh, certainly not. No.
So I gotta try and figure out how to murderize it while it's... Oh shit, it fell.
Right on.
Oh, that
Well,
thing...
we'll catch everyone next week.
That thing is
You're
huge.
terrified. So thanks for tuning in.
Oh my God. That is not cool.
Spider, you say?
Massive spider. There aren't a lot of things in the world that I'm particularly sketchy about, but that's one of them.
Chicken shit scared, you mean?
Yup. Don't like spiders. Not
Like
even
the barbarian we've got with us.
Oh fuck. I'm just gonna keep my feet off the ground.
You know, I've yet to be afraid of a spider here in Alberta that I've seen because
yeah, I know
all
the
so
BC
tiny.
spiders are so big. Some of them are monstrous.
They're meaty.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
this
throwing
one,
out there,
meaty.
Chris.
this one
It
is.
sounds a lot like Greg just lost the sanity point.
Ugh,
Make a sanity check, Chris.
what fucking
We,
game are
we
you
didn't do
in,
that for
Luke?
the week. We didn't do that for the week. Yeah, this isn't a hard sanity check. Oh, hello, Fancy.
So,
I don't fucking believe you. And Fancy, fuck you. Fuck off.
Really?
17?
Oh, that makes
Oh no,
sense.
that's good because I want under,
Yeah,
not over. Okay.
that's great. You got it.
17.
No problem.
Fucking giant spider.
So we'll give you a chance here. If you burn a fortune point, you're going to get an additional die. Okay.
Okay.
So do you have a bunch of d20s, or are you going to re-roll some?
No, I have several d20s.
Okay. So look at your. Grab 3 of them.
Okay.
Look at your brawn.
Yep.
This is going to be in athletics.
So my target number is 12.
You want 12 or less on each of these d20 rolls. Ideally, you will roll a 1. Because if you roll a 1, because you notice that little focus number?
Yeah.
If we were to play this game longer, you would be able to give focus to certain skills. What
Okay.
focus does is allows you to gain an additional success if you roll like a 1.
Okay.
Okay. Because you can get focus up. You might have focus up to like 3 on some stuff there, like parry. Yeah. So if you rolled a 1, 2, or 3 during a skill check, that now becomes.
Cheers, Rinvinder.
So now, actually, you don't need to roll that fortune die. That simply becomes a success. Okay? When you burn a fortune point. So
I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
Yep. And when you get a fortune die success, it's a 1. And since you have focus of 1, you now have 2 successes toward this.
Okay, so I only need 1 more.
You got to roll 2 more dice and get 12 or less.
On either of them.
On either of them.
Okay. All right.
Or less.
It's not that one.
Shitty dice.
5.
Okay. You're straining. Your crazy barbarian muscles are pulling on this chain. You're being cast about as the ship is tilting and lightning is kind of crashing, and you can see through some of the cracks of the decks above and stuff like that. Water splashing down on you, and you're just straining and straining away, and you feel that satisfying movement, then clinked, and your hands are free. They have about almost a foot of chain on either end of the shackle, still at that manacle still on your wrist.
So I'm still manacled, but I've now got flails.
You are free, and you have flails.
Just gonna make note of that.
All right. So, like I said, it's dark. There's flashes of lightning coming in quickly, lighting things up briefly, kind of burning into your vision. You can see more forms lying on the ground, miserable souls. And your buddy is also hanging a few feet away next to you. There's tons of screaming going on deck. You hear what sounds like wood crunching. The ship lurches as it's tossed, and then kind of like it hits something, and then it lurches again as more waves pound in.
Being slightly free-ish, is there any obvious set of keys, shackle removers, anything close by that I can try to undo him with? Or
Those 2 guns of yours.
I don't know if I'm really ready to blow.
No, you're looking around. There's no guard or anything. If
Yeah.
there's a guard, maybe they're up on the deck or something.
So is there
your
anything I
friend,
can...
though, is bleeding out of his nose and his ears.
Yeah, I know it's him because of our woo sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm trying to do is there any way, because if he's unconscious, then he's got to be just hanging there by his arms, right?
Yeah, he's hanging and just banging
and swinging.
against,
So I want to try and
stuff.
prevent further injury to him, like either by finding a pry bar that I can, reef the chain off the ceiling or whatever, some way to cut him down. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Looking around. You can make a perception test.
Okay. Now perception is...
Your perception is based on...
Observation? Awareness. Observation.
Yeah, do an observation.
Okay, so now again, this would be 2 dies, and I want one of them to be under my at or under my target number.
That's right. And if you roll a 1, you get doubles. You get an additional 6.
Okay. Well, I didn't help him with that die. Or that die.
Okay,
I am a barbarian, after all.
It's really dark, and you're trying to, maybe not step on these people who are moaning, and, one of them grabs your ankle. He's like, help me. All right.
Can I go over and try to lift him up a little bit and take some of that stress off of his arms, or?
Yeah, sure.
Just
as you're getting under his chest,
I just need to hold him,
heaving into him. You hear a female voice. Oh, you've managed to free yourself. Well, here, I got the keys. We'll get your friend out of here, and then we'll escape off the ship. Remember our deal, though.
I nod knowingly, but not knowingly, but knowingly.
A fortune
And
is yours if you get me back to my homeland.
I'll take a fortune point. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so she comes up with a key.
I want to make sure I've got his weight so he doesn't go dump into the ground.
All right, you're brawny. You just broke your own damn chains.
Yeah.
You carry him, no problem. All right, she says, I've also located our stash of items. And she starts deftly
Divvying them
around.
up.
And of course, she's like some really super cute barbarian lass, right?
I'm down. I'm down.
All right. Oh, look at that.
She looks like a unique rep.
And she skips gently. No, she flits past these miserable sods.
Hey. No barbarian ever flitted.
Well, all right. And she continues down the length of the ship toward possibly the aft, I guess. And sure enough, in there is a couple foot lockers. And she opens one. Inside, you see your weapons, which are the things detailed on your sheet. Not necessarily detailed in your character's picture. Because if you look at your character's picture and compare them to the stuff on the sheet, there's a bit of inconsistency. For instance, you're wearing more armor than this guy is, Greg.
Okay, that's nice to know.
And, well, that's an interesting scimitar that's supposed to be a saber for Luke. You know.
Oh, I thought Luke was just running around doing this to everybody.
I don't even know what that is. And you have a mace and a battle axe as opposed to the Conan sword battle axe combo. Okay.
There, I'll just draw a ball on the end of it, and now it's a mace.
There you go.
There.
All right.
Or a penis, depending on your frame
She
of
said
reference.
she took care of the guard. She kind of smiles, and that's when she puts the key down her chain link bikini. Because, you know, it's Robert E. Howard's Conan. Somehow she's got an armor class of 10 out of that.
I would say there's some serious armor right up front there.
Well, there you go. Well, this game does have a very interesting mental
Dragon
component.
skin.
Did we lose Luke?
Dragon skin.
Is he all right?
He's unconscious and he wants to play.
Oh, well, he's role
So he's
playing.
being a bee.
That's interesting.
We can wake him
so
up.
she starts padding her way up the steps into to the next deck, okay? And you're following, carrying your unconscious buddy. All right?
Unconscious
mythical
buddy.
weapon.
What if I hear this works? What if I just gesture to her to put a pinky in his asshole? Because I hear that'll wake up a guy who's unconscious.
Yes, the dragon hath awoke. I saw that eye.
Good morning!
Hey, just so you, in case anybody's wondering, this is not necessarily a family-friendly channel.
They have to click a button when they join.
That's right. You clicked. This is your own damn fault.
Yep.
About
100%.
a little tug on the mullet and a thumb in the bum. Anyway, I hope my mother-in-law is not watching.
Thumb in the bum and a little man bun?
No,
You know
a
what?
tug on the mullet.
It's
Oh,
actually a
I got
pretty
them all.
big man bun.
that's
All right,
that's
we're
what
gonna
she
we're
said.
gonna move over to Greg and his unconsciousness there. Okay, Greg, you're floating through the cosmos.
Luke,
My
actually.
name's Luke.
Luke, you're floating through. I have a concussion.
Yeah, I know. You have an excuse.
I'm floating through the cosmos.
Hey.
I mean, it's going from Natty.
Awesome,
Rin.
Rin.
Hanging out with them on stream, talking about beer and brewery. Oh, cool.
That's awesome. Well,
So
you are welcome.
Yes, you do know what you're getting into. Good for you. Excellent.
For real.
Yeah, Maddie's like a decent source of people coming to this channel, isn't he? No, we love Maddie. Maddie's awesome. So you're floating through the cosmos. You're taking in this vista of galaxies and light sources that you would never even be able to see with your mortal eye. That sort of thing. Clouds, nebulas, things like that. The universe is damn big. You already know that, being an astrophysicist. Things start winking out. Okay? Things are disappearing. It's that blackness again that you fell into in that weird dream. All right? Make the first of many sanity rolls.
I made it.
Okay,
Roll
lose a
16.
D1. Lose one, sorry. Okay? Everything about you is starting to wink out at a quick pace, and it's very, very frightening. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The
Kind of
last
like
thing
that
you
night
have
when you and Trevor Valley went out to the bar.
That guy's Twitter feed is inspiring and sad at the same
Chris.
time. All the jerks that he has to put down.
He loves it, though.
It's sad that those people exist, but it's funny seeing him do it.
Chris.
Yes.
Oh, where is it?
It's over there, right under the,
It's by that thing.
Anytime I lose one sanity or more, I must make a sanity roll to resist blanking out and forgetting what caused the loss.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Sometimes, however, I have flashes of insight because of it.
Okay.
Know what happened. It boosted my occult and gave you more knowledge of the unnatural, the terrible, inhuman truth of the universe.
So
And
what do you need to roll to see what happens?
Whenever I roll a sanity, or whenever I lose a sanity point, I have to roll sanity to see whether or not I black out.
Okay, do that. I totally forgot about that.
And I did not black out.
You do not black out. All right. What's your occult score right now? What's your Cthulhu Mythos score, even better?
I don't know how to find that.
Should be somewhere on...
My occult?
Is it Cthulhu Mythos or occult on your sheet? Darn it, I'm getting all the games mixed up.
It's probably
my
occult.
occult is 74.
And there should be Cthulhu Mythos somewhere.
On Delta Green?
Yeah, maybe not. No, that's right, because that's on your Cthulhu sheet.
Yeah, it'd be on the
Okay, boost
Cthulhu
your
one.
occult by 15.
I beg your pardon?
Boost your occult by 15.
So instead of 75, you're 60 now.
Boost it.
No,
Yeah, raise it.
up. Yeah. I keep forgetting that it's roll under in that system. Well, apparently Conan too.
Okay, I currently have an occult of 90.
Yeah, a thank you to the Codex. Okay? You're seeing things you don't understand what they are, like what looks like some sort of nuclear fusion becoming horrible things you don't understand, and it's consuming the universe. Okay? All right? And you're hurtling toward this unspeakable, indescribable mass of madness as you start to feel consciousness coming back, okay?
Okay.
And the only thing on your mind right now is it's
A
here.
thumb in your anus.
Yeah. It's here.
It's here.
Whatever you were just freaking out about is here.
Okay.
This world, wherever you are. Make another sanity.
Critical success.
Okay. It's here, and you can send it back. you have a limited amount of time to do so. Okay?
How many turns?
Basically, that's it. Your friend starts to cough, spit up blood everywhere, like out of his nose a bit, and is just saying, "It's here, it's here, it's here. We gotta stop it." And then he sort of gains some bit of composure. He's wild-eyed. The
Dude,
woman you're with kind of stops and like, get him under control.
like, dude.
So you guys are paused as you're heading up those stairs. Okay.
Okay. If I at any point my purple die is my tens.
And make your sanity to see what you remember of stuff.
Oh my god.
You fucking
I'll
black
actually
out
include
now.
it, so don't worry about it. You don't have to do it.
59. I made it.
You're good. You critted anyway, so.
Okay.
This world is already this close to being destroyed by the Elder Gods, okay?
Okay.
So, what you do here might have repercussions throughout the multiverse. That sort of thing. All right? You kind of are sifting through that as you awaken on the description I mentioned about the ship. You're being carried, or actually set down, by a barbarian.
Or set against a wall or whatever, but...
Okay. And he's, I guess, handing you some armor and a sword.
Okay.
And patting
So I
you
guess
on the
I'll-
back.
Strap that stuff on.
Your wrists are really sore and bleeding. They're raw.
Can I tell it's him?
Yeah, sure, because you're coming into consciousness. Yeah, you know everything now.
Okay.
It's him.
Cool. Spend 2 weeks studying star charts and then touch a codec and you know what's going on. It's cool.
All right. So you're being tossed around in the ship. Throw on your... What
Yep.
is it?
My saber
Your
and
saber and your padded jerkin. I love that jerkin.
And that's what that's all about.
Oh, I see. All right. So fill them in, kinda.
It's a great shirt, Rin.
yeah. So I convey all of the things that I just experienced. Told them that the this leap is probably the most important one. The thing that is doing this to us and everything is here. And if we can't deal with it here, we at least need to acquire all of the information here.
Okay.
The woman's just, what was he babbling about? And and she ducks, but you see a guard or someone, one of the sailors or something, run past you. He looks down at you and notices you. He doesn't even care. He's just running.
How many things do we carve Ficendantaluses into? Like all of the things?
The side of
This
the
is your
ship
standard
might be
move. As
really
soon
good.
as you leap, you just look around. Oh, something
Carve.
sharp. Right into the forehead. All
Yeah.
right, we good? All right, now we can continue.
Yeah.
The woman says they're fleeing. I think they're abandoning ship. The ship is slammed against something really hard again. It's probably smashed against some
Rammed or
rocks.
rocks. So we
Dude,
need to get up on
let's-
deck.
Let's go rip a crack in a new arsehole.
Rip a crack in a new arsehole. I don't normally fight a Kraken, but when I do, I rip it a new ass. Welcome to family-friendly risky business.
Okay, so we're up on deck.
All right, you guys boost up onto deck there. And yeah, sure enough, you see some guys being yelled at by. She goes, "That's Cajero, the captain. He looks like he's trying to bail." And yeah, she says that because she's a valley girl. Anyway, they're lowering a craft into the water. The ship is indeed lurching, and lightning, huge waves sweeping over, takes one of the guys off the deck into the water.
We need
The
to.
captain turns to see you, and he barks some commands at some of the sailors, and they come lunging for you.
We need to make a lunge to jump into that craft.
It looks like the only craft.
It will be ours.
It shall be yours.
So,
all right.
So I want to, yeah.
So
is it leapable?
Jerks come at you and pull out their sabers.
Okay, so I'm coming off of being a Defil.
Yep.
And now you're a pirate.
And I sort of found stride with the fighting style of the Defil. So I'm gonna run right for them.
My plan. I was gonna say I'm just gonna pick him up under one arm and leap onto the craft being lowered.
All right, so what's gonna happen here? The woman pulls a couple daggers. She looks more than capable.
I assumed since she's a barbarian, she would probably be perfectly capable of leaping
She's got to be a
onto
barbarian
vessel.
princess.
She can very easily leap onto said craft and slice lines so that we hit water. That's kind of how it played out in my brain in the 4 seconds that I gave it thought, which is probably all a barbarian can come up with.
Is that what you're doing?
If that's a makeable thing, if that's a practical option, then yes.
Anything's practical, man. You read Conan comics.
Yeah, I know.
All over the place, he throws his sword into people's faces.
Exactly.
And
that.
While he's doing it, he sends an elder god back to hell.
And that's what I want to do.
Carving the diamond out of its face or whatever.
And that's what I want to do.
All right, that's a heroic type of thing. That's
how many fucking dice do I have to roll?
Before you get a chance to leap past these guys, you're engaged in attack. Okay. They're going to throw a few attacks your way.
Okay, because I was actually, as I said, I was gonna pick him up and do that. I could battering ram with him if I needed to. Foot first, of course.
That'll add some extra difficulty.
Oh, okay. Then no worries. We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
I'm just gonna start parrying.
Yeah.
So you just go make for the boat.
Yes.
And the woman nods, and she, pretty vicious looking with her daggers, as somebody comes up to her.
Shink shink.
And she just, with a quick flourish, and the guy's just opened up all over, but he's like, he spits out at her and chops at her with his sword. She steps aside, his sword hits the deck. Okay? Another guy.
That bikini gave her a +5 to dexterity.
Another one of these awesome pirate dudes here.
You should put that picture of her up on the fantasy ground screen. Probably get us. I think this channel will be just hopping if we have that there.
I don't actually have that picture.
All we need to do is play a sound file of I'm wearing a bikini. I'm wearing a bikini. And then all of a sudden we get the whole ASMR, like, whoop, the crowd shows up.
Oh no.
I'm wearing a bikini.
Yeah, not you. Luke's wearing a mankini. He's got a mankini.
All right, you need to do a soak.
A brokini.
Luke, you need to do a soak. Now your soak is going to be your... You have armor, so you have a... Your armor gives you a soak of 1.
What would my armor be called, Chris?
What's that?
And what's my armor called? A padded jerkin.
Say it before off. Jerkin.
Come on, man. Don't play it like that just before No Fap November.
All right.
Oh my god, I saw the dice fly across the screen. I thought it was a spider. It hasn't come back, and that's freaking me out. Hopefully
like
it just
another
ran
sanity
into
point.
the wall. Oh, God.
So your
Chris,
morale.
every
What
time
is
he
your
mentions
morale?
the spider, you should make him roll sanity.
Yeah, but I'm here. I'm right here. So the soak is located right above, or right below your background, Luke.
Right above?
Right below your background on your sheet.
Yeah. My armor is 1 padded jerkin, torso, and arms.
There you go.
Yeah, so that gives you a die to try to roll to counter their damage that they rolled against you, okay? So I rolled a damage against you. And you need to just roll that d6 and tell me what you got there.
Oh,
But
D6? High, do I want higher or low? Because it's a 1.
1's good. 1 and 2 is good. 3 and 4 sucks. 5 and 6 is also.
Is also
Okay.
good. That's not confusing at all. Hey,
I
cheers,
know,
Diadems.
You get these CONAN dice too that have special pips on them, but we don't have those.
Okay, that's all right.
So. So what happens here is you get 1 vigor scratch off on your sheet there, okay?
Yeah.
All
How
right?
many do I have?
You have 9.
Okay.
You don't get wounds until you start getting reduced to 0 vigor or take 5 vigor at once.
Okay.
Okay? And
Yep.
when you take enough wounds, if you take like 4 wounds, you're incapacitated unless you spend a fortune to act.
Okay.
And if not, you're going to die. So, all right. Here comes another salty sea dog.
Vigorous jerkin. Okay. Who knew playing
Okay.
Conan would be full of these puns?
Roll your 3 for male vest, okay?
3d6?
You
Him-
want 1,
him
3,
or
5,
me?
6.
You did the jerkin one already, right?
A 2, a 2, and a 4.
No, this is for Greg.
Okay, so I need 3d6.
Yep.
A 2, a 4, and a 6.
The 6 is good. You also take a vigor, okay?
Okay.
You get nicked on the shoulder by his sabers. You step back. The other 2 guys are kind of fucking around trying to stab at you guys as well. Now you guys can react. The woman has already slashed 1 guy. This is where you look at your battle axe. You look at your skill here for you to do your attack is 2d20, okay? Now, if you want, you can burn fortune, but I wouldn't bother yet. If you start getting successes and you start getting more than successes that you need, you can start adding those to your momentum pool. So now we're
Right.
going to try to build some momentum because it really helps you guys kick ass in combat and stuff like that and do other things like that. Oh, hey, Diadems just showed up.
Okay,
Probably.
so I'm going to be rolling 2d20s.
Yep. And this isn't this is not the simplest combat, but it's not super difficult. I mean, you're on a ship deck, okay? But I mean, it's not moving around as much now that it's kind of firmly anchored on the rocks.
Okay.
But I mean, it is kind of rainy and stuff. This guy has the advantage over you, though, being a sailor. All right.
Okay.
So roll your 2d20, and then
3 and 5.
Okay, well that's. Let me see. What is your
6 quake symbol.
I think you have.
6 quake symbol.
So this is your melee attack. Okay. And to do this, you need to do your melee skill, which if you can find that on your sheet.
Yeah, 13.
Now, what does the focus say next to it?
3.
So you got a 3, right?
Yes.
So what that means, you automatically get an additional success.
Okay.
So you have, you rolled a 5 and a 3, so you beat
Yeah.
it twice.
Yeah.
So you have 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay? Now 3 successes is good enough to hit this guy. Plus you'll have 1 momentum.
Okay.
You can spend that momentum immediately now or throw it into the pool. For you to spend this, you can increase damage by 1. You can, you don't have enough to disarm, but I mean, if you want to add an additional damage die, that's all right. Or you can just throw it into the pool.
I'll put it in the pool.
Okay, so write down 1 in your momentum pool and that scratch if you had that, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so now if you look at your battle axe, it has 6 dice
Yep.
damage.
Okay.
So roll 6d6. You want 1s, 2s, 5s, or 6s?
1s, 2s, 5s, or 6s. Screw it. Doing all 6 at once. Damn the torpedoes. Full speed ahead. Okay, one of them should be back on the table. 2 1s, 3 3s, and a 5.
Okay, so 5 is a success and an effect.
Okay.
So if you look at your battle axe, it has the effect of Vicious 1, which is add an additional damage. So, Clown Hat here tries to soak, does not soak. You do 4 to him. Okay?
Okay.
So that wounds him.
So that's the 2 1s, the 5, and then the bonus 1.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So he's now got a wound.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
So, Luke, you are wielding your saber. You've got a couple attacks here. Saber or Steely Glare. But Saber's probably.
Hey, Luke, is that a thermometer?
Yeah.
Hmm. You should steely glare.
No.
If you guys take down a couple of these, you might be able to barge past them into the ship.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just do that.
Yeah. I bought a
So look
thermometer
up your
this week,
melee
too.
there, which is 10 and 1. So
So I roll
2d20 and you want 10 or less. And if you get any 1s, you get additional 6.
No, I rolled a total of 37.
Okay, just all you need to do is get 2 10s or less. You don't add them.
Yeah, but
I rolled
but he
a
rolled
20.
a 37 on 2 d20s.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's
I
better.
rolled
better
a
than-
20 and a 17.
Oh, well, a 20 is really bad, but for that point, I'm just going to add some doom to my pool.
I rolled a 19 and an 18.
Oh my god.
Oh, you didn't roll a 20?
I did roll a 20, yes, I did.
All right, so I get some doom. If you screw up and roll 20s, you have complications and other things like that. But right now, we're just doing things like doom and stuff like that.
Luke, in case you
Okay.
hadn't caught on, switch your good dice for your bad dice.
I don't have bad d20s.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Well, now you do.
As I roll a total of 10 on my next roll. Anyways.
We've got a couple guys giving me some doom. Now, Luke, you've got 2 guys attacking at you, all right? Your
Yeah.
little screw up there, because you're fighting with weapons, not claws this time, allowed the other guy to kind of step in, all right? So 2
Yeah.
of them attacked at you. You have an opportunity here if you like to parry, okay? Your first parry's free, basically. If you look at your character sheet, you have parry.
Yep.
You roll 2 dice on that. You can burn anything you like to add more. You just your 2 dice should be generally adequate. If you roll an 11 or less on any of those dice,
I did. I rolled an 18 and a 6.
Okay, you managed to parry one blow. Okay, now another blow's coming your way. If you want to parry this one, it's going to cost you doom this time. It's going to give me a point of doom.
He Luke
What do you
parried.
want?
Or
do with
you
the
could
doom?
just let it go and see what happens.
He Luke parried. Now he's got a Stephen
He
parry.
Luke parried. Now he's got a Matthew parry.
Oh.
Isn't that
Hey
terrible?
guys, what's up?
All right, if you choose to parry this one, you get a doom point. Or you can just see what happens, and you get a soak still anyway, if damage does come through.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you're gonna let it go.
Sure.
Okay, so it's a miss anyway.
Yay.
The woman. Ooh. Oh.
Fluffy cat.
The woman
Fluffy cat.
gashes another guy, and the woman parries another guy, and one guy comes at you, barbarian face, and you manage to. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna roll the woman here really quickly while you guys do your thing.
You know how I was able to get them to just sort of blow past me? Just now?
How?
I was standing there like this.
You were so bad. All right, barbarian queen is doing pretty good for herself there.
Can't be bad to be this good.
Roll some attack.
Who, me?
Yep.
Woo! What am I attacking? Does it matter?
Oh, and don't forget, you have a no mercy talent here that when you make a melee
What do you
attack, you can re-roll one of your damage.
The
if
fuck
don't
do
like
you
it.
mean? Don't forget. I never knew it to forget it. Okay, so I'm.
And when you do a parry to defend, you can reduce the doom spent. Okay, so
Remind me of that if that's a thing.
extra parries.
Okay, remind me if that becomes a thing. So I'm attacking.
Yep.
I'm battle axing some shit.
Yep.
All right. 9, and the other one we won't talk about.
One success.
1 6. Sorry, my battle axe is 2, and that's against what skill? What number am I looking for?
You want 2 successes.
Just 2 over. Well, define success.
Anything under
not
your
a 3 or 4.
under your melee.
Under melee. Okay, so yes, so 1 success.
Nope. Okay, no worries. Luke, you got your saber out. You got 2 guys on you.
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4.
Nice.
And for your melee, your focus doesn't count. So 2 successes, that's good. Now roll some damage. Roll 4 dice.
D6s?
So is that what it is? You need 2 successes?
He got 2 successes because he rolled under his melee.
2 1s, 5, and a 4.
2 1s, a 5, and a 4.
Yep. So 11.
Okay. I just need to take a quick look.
He has no
Blows his head
specials.
off.
Or does he? 1 each?
Oh, cool. Actually, that 1 point of doom, you get an additional defend too because your parrying weapon stops 1 point of doom around. So you basically get 2 parries around, okay?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Right.
We're just
So
going to
you don't
nod
get
and
that too?
smile.
That guy got a wound because you no, that one doom you didn't parry, so I didn't take it. I got a doom from something else. Okay. Here we come back at ya. Oh. One of the guys, one of these salty sea-legged sailors steps on I mean they've got bare feet, okay? And he steps on a broken board and he rolls his ankle a little bit. If you like, you can try to chop him down.
Sounds like the plan.
So just roll your attack. 2d20 again on your melee.
A 6 and much higher than 11.
Okay, one success is good enough in this case. Roll your 4 damage again. This is the guy you just hit.
6, 12, 13.
What are the... Did you roll a bunch of d6s?
Yeah, a 6, a 5, a 1, and a 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
you did
4
fine.
hits. Okay. Wow, you guys are... When you hit them and you land your damage, they're not soaking very much because they're wearing cloth, right?
Yeah.
So you're actually cutting into them pretty good, but they're skilled fighters. It's just... I mean... Fuck. Okay. The next one is friend.
Look at what my kid gave me.
You want to parry? Oh,
Aw.
cool. Is it filled with those weird brown rando candies?
I love
Better.
those.
Yeah,
Those
they vary by the year.
I love those.
Ooh, Rice Krispie.
Nice.
Okay, you need to,
I know
if
I'm
you
in the
want to
middle of a
parry
fight,
here,
but I'm stopping for a race treat.
do you want to parry?
Mason?
No.
Parry
Oh,
Mason.
I get 2 free ones?
You get 1 free parry, and then your parrying weapon stops an additional doom from happening.
Okay, yeah.
Do that.
Let's parry.
So you
Heck
take,
yeah.
you got 1 parry here you can do, so you need to roll 2 dice and get 11 or less.
Total?
No.
Nope. Remember, each success here.
Each die is a success.
So if you get 11 or less on each die,
I didn't do that. I got 14 and 16.
well, screw
Okay.
you then.
Can I
Okay,
parry for
so-
him?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I rolled a 9 and I didn't get to level damage, but I only
Okay,
got 1 success.
these guys have, like, their weapons are pretty good. 2, 3. Okay, roll your soak.
My soak's a single D6.
No,
Man, I
D20.
don't know where this other yeah, it's a single D6, but I don't know where this morale thing is.
Huh? Soak is D6? I thought it was D20s.
No, you roll D6s.
Hmm.
Every 1, 2.
Oh, right. 1, 2, 5, or 6.
Yeah, so it's your armor. You don't have any cover.
Roll the 2.
Okay, well that's for 2. So you take one vigor. Okay.
What happens if I don't roll a 1 or a 2?
If you roll a 5 or a 6, it still counts. But if you roll a 3 or 4, it's not.
So if I roll a 3 or a 4, I don't lose a vigor?
Yeah, you do.
So
You lose
this
more.
guy manages to get swept overboard by a big wave. You two guys roll. You might want to burn a fortune or something. The woman, oh my gosh, she is swept overboard as a large wave hits.
Our
But
woman?
good thing is it's toward the boat.
We're talking our woman?
Your woman, yep. Okay, so I need both of you guys to roll.
I want to throw him over the edge into that damn boat.
I need you to both roll acrobatics.
2 dice?
And anything you can do to give yourself a success if you want to stay on the boat is important here.
No, I actually want off the boat.
Well, then you can just get swept over if you like.
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics just to see how things go.
Is that 1 die or 2? That's 2?
2 dice. It's always 2 dice.
And how many successes
both
do we
of them.
need? Just one?
A few.
I have 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. Did you roll a 1 on any of those?
No, I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. Greg, if you roll a 2 or less on any of those, let me know.
No, I did not, but I rolled a 7 and a 12.
Okay, so you got 2 successes as well, because your acrobatics is 2. You guys control yourselves as you get swept overboard past these guys that the captain holds on, and you,
Cut the
the
rope.
woman, and one of the cutthroats have gone over the edge on the side of the boat, okay?
Okay.
The boat's almost in the water. You can almost reach up and grab it, you two, because you guys had good rolls. Okay?
Okay, I want to do that. Oh, you
So-
guys are talking in the chat, and I want a frickin' chalupa so bad, heads are gonna roll.
Oh, Taco Bell and gaming?
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm honored tradition.
There's no Taco Bells.
I'm drinking
North
club
of
soda
Hope
because
BC.
I have a head injury. And I'm fat. Whoa. No sugar.
Looks like vodka to me.
No flavor. I live with a chalupa.
Gnipkanop.
It's Chalupa Batman.
What's Gnipkanop?
Her boyfriend.
And it's a chalupa named Gnipkanop.
No, Chalupa's her cat. Her
Is
cat's
that
name
like
is
ping
Chalupa
pong
Batman.
backwards or something? All right. You guys skid past. The captain is livid. He sees what you're doing as you reach up and grab the boat, okay? You can see the woman resurface quite a bit away from the ship. And the other sea dog actually can't swim very well, okay? If you get on this boat and cut it free, you're the only ones in the boat.
Get to the boat.
We need her.
Becky.
We need her.
And then maybe you can make your way over there. He throws another sailor into the water next to you, okay? And he's screaming about,
I
Get those
I
bastards.
point the saber like this at the body falling towards me.
just catch it.
Just catch him.
And all right, Ash. And then,
Yeah, buddy, you got it. You got it.
and then so he's hauling on the rope, and he's got a couple other sailors hauling on the rope. You guys make a struggle. Now these are opposed checks. The boat's going to get hauled up pretty quickly. We'll just say that the struggle is for you guys to be able to chop those ropes. Okay, one on each end.
What are we rolling? D20s times 2?
You guys are going to roll attacks, melee attacks.
Melee attacks?
Yeah, you just as long as you get a success.
I got 2 of them.
I
But
got
I've got them rolling opposed.
What did I
checks.
roll last time?
I got
5?
1.
Did I roll a 4 and a 5 last time?
I don't
Or
know,
just
something like
rolled
that.
it again?
Okay, add 1 to the momentum pool for you guys.
Okay.
Okay,
Greg, you're in charge of
I
the
am.
momentum pool.
and the ropes cut. The boat slams into the chop. Much to the cursing of the captain. All right.
And I look at the captain and go,
All right, dab. Dab. And with that, you're off that way. All right.
is there any way I can, is there
Jesus.
any way at this
Bangs
point,
against the-
are we close
that?
enough? Are we close enough that I can unfurl my genitals and let the blonde crawl up?
You've got a loincloth. You just have to let flap.
No, but I gotta unfurl.
You got to unfurl.
Yeah. It's like a, you know how you in like an apartment building you have a fire hose and they're like all coiled up, and then you like pull it off and it expands and it gets really long. It's like that. I'm not very smart, but I was blessed in other ways.
You're gonna get strangled by it. Okay.
I'm gonna. We need to get close enough so that I can throw an arm into the water and hook her and pull her up.
Your friend
Luke,
is a pirate.
it's not
You
Saturday
have
night, man.
sailing skill, Luke.
It's not Saturday night, Luke. Have
Are you drinking
some
moonshine?
moonshine. Yeah, he was. He was trying
Really?
he was trying to get me to do moonshine shots.
Oh, jeez. Make a sailing test.
Well, that's easy.
Both of yous. Your character, Luke, however, you get to
I can reroll.
He's a
reroll
pirate.
1d20 for a sailing test.
How do I do a sailing test?
Yeah, 9.
You just need to roll 2 dice, Greg, and if it's 10 or less.
Okay.
Where's my sailing test?
Yours is 12 or less?
I rolled a 9 and a 5.
I rolled a 9 and
Okay.
an 11.
Okay, so
No, but Luke was
what's
close.
happening is called teamwork. Now, teamwork is obvious, pretty obvious what it sounds like.
Makes the dream work.
It makes the dream work, yeah.
He's the he's the actual sailor. He's barking a couple orders at you, and you're, as good team member, doing what he says. And by doing that, you get to add successes. Okay.
Do I know where I am? Can I investigate and figure this out?
Not
Why don't you
quite
look
yet.
up at the stars?
You can burn a momentum
That's what I'm-
point, actually, to ask to know things and learn things, though. That's another momentum use, okay? But first, I'm just going to quickly explain
We're
to you.
out on a sailboat in the middle of the night. I'm going to probably be looking at the stars.
It's pretty cloudy, though, with all the storm and stuff. So,
I look at Greg and I'm like, do we have magic in this world?
And I just look at you and go, no. But look at
if
this.
the leaders... If the leader, who was Luke, scores at least a success, then any success generated by the assistants are added. So thankfully, Luke rolled some successes.
Mhm.
If he failed, then all of the successes you would add are gone. So you get the
Do we get a
boat
mode
going.
for that?
You bang against the ship a little bit as you start getting out there. The sail's up a bit. It's mostly you're going by oars. Okay, you're just coordinating something.
We just need to stay away from the other guys until they drown.
Yeah, one of those idiots is paddling up to you. You can take a chop at him if you like.
With an oar?
Greg.
How about with my mace?
Yeah, your mace is attached to your belt.
That should be fun.
Don't hit the boat.
You just need a success on this because he's trying to climb over the edge.
That's 2 successes.
All right.
No,
He's not
fancy.
parrying, so just roll your damage from your mace, which has different effects.
We all got, like, Greg and I both got drunk, but neither one of us got really shitty.
5 dice. 5d6. And if you roll any 5s or 6s, let me know.
There's a 5, 2 3s, a 1, and a 4.
Okay, so the 3 and the 4s just I never want to hear about.
Okay. A 1 and a
So
5.
you got 3, but one of those gives you a success with an effect. Okay? And since you use the mace, you have knockdown,
stun,
all
and
these
yeah.
things. So, you know what? You knock him in the head good. He relinquishes his grip on the gunwale
And goes night
and
night.
slips into the briny deep. That's what you get for screwing with a barbarian in the mace. All right. You guys are having a tough time keeping
You'll have to
this.
pardon my friend. He's dead tired.
Yeah, you hit the pump. You up. So you guys, it's all you can do to keep to keep the ship sailing. Okay, because again, the waves are really, really strong. The water's massive chop.
Did we
You're-
get the princess into the boat?
Yeah.
What needs to happen now is an observation.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I got that.
That's you, dude.
Yeah, he's got 17 and a focus of 5 plus sharp senses. He can reroll 1d20 for any observation test.
I also have perfect memory, so with an observation test, I can investigate any area I've been to even if I'm not in that location anymore. So like I can know everything. Here we
Yeah,
go.
well, isn't that nice?
Okay, so am I rolling
12
observation
and a
as well?
13.
Yeah, you can roll it as well. He needs you need a 17 or less on either of those d20s. Like,
Both of
actually,
them.
I want 3 successes from you.
I got a success.
That's 3 then.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so how did you get 3, by the way? Did you roll 5 or less on any of them?
No.
You rolled 2 d20, right?
Yeah, 2d20. I rolled 13 and 12.
13 and 12. And did you get a success, Greg?
And I rolled a
on your-
9.
Oh, you rolled a 9?
Oh, wait, observation. Oh, fuck, it's an 8. I was looking at survival.
Fool.
Fool. I didn't help, Luke. I'm sorry.
Spend a fortune, somebody.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
And if you spend a fortune, you get 4 successes, which is plenty enough. That'll give you a momentum. Add a momentum to those pool, because you got 1 past what you needed.
I got
So when
2
you're
past
making
what I
checks, well, I wanted 3, and you got 4.
Okay.
So
needed. You had to.
you had to plus 1 plus 1,
Okay.
and Greg didn't. So 4. So any overage goes either to spend immediately as momentum or to the momentum. So you guys should have what, 3 momentum?
We got
now?
3 in the momentum pool.
Okay. You see the ship pulling away as the pirate stands up and looks, and he's pointing off the port bow.
Did he get off the
Okay.
rocks? Is that what you're saying?
No, you guys are getting away from the ship that's on
Okay.
the rocks. Okay. And as the lightning crashes, you can see the captain freaking out, and the actual waves are starting to tear the boat apart. Okay.
Where's my
You see the
barbarian
woman-
princess? Yeah.
She's quite a bit of ways off. And as the waves are coming up in the lightning, you sometimes see her shape bobbing in there, and she's struggling to keep afloat. Okay.
She's
Not
got a
many
lot of
people are
armor
good
on.
Swimmers.
She's got a lot of
So we
armor on.
rip over to her and pick her up.
She's got like half a pound of
Yeah, man.
cold steel wrapped around.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys start paddling that way, and as you're
Nugs.
getting closer, you notice the ship completely break apart on the rocks, and there's some screams you think you hear.
Sorry.
Something appears in the water next to the woman.
God damn it.
3 shapes.
Vicedentalis!
Okay.
Carve it into the oars.
Lightning reflects off what looks like scaly surface. They grab the woman and go under the water.
God damn it.
Okay.
I'm not an especially strong swimmer, Luke.
I am.
Dude, she said she had a fortune for us and that we had agreed to help her. But I don't really know what that means. And you were unconscious when she told me.
You're
Yeah,
trying to
are we-
figure out the boat, and you feel a shudder on the bottom. Something has hit the boat.
Sorry, burrito.
Okay.
It's all this Taco Bell talk.
Yeah. On the seat is just kind of. All right, something has hit the boat. The boat is hit again. This time, you guys are actually knocked out. You're knocked about. Okay. The boat is hit again, and you see something surface off to the side. It looks like the size of a whale.
Stab it, dude. Right in the head.
A tail or something comes up. Your boat is knocked up in the air like this. And over. You guys are in the drink. Okay? So I need
As we sink to the bottom, we hold it above our heads so that we have a breathing space.
athletics checks from the two of you.
Ooh. What if I roll exactly my number?
That's okay.
If you roll a 9 on any
Yeah,
of
I
those
rolled a
dice, 9 or less,
13
it's
I rolled a
considered.
13 and a 9.
You get 1 success.
Okay.
Okay, and what do you got, Greg?
I got
it's 12.
I got 1 success. Can I spend that fortune point and roll again, or roll another?
If you spend that fortune point, you'll get 2 more. Because a fortune point gives you a 1. Just gives you another die automatically at a 1. And if you
Okay.
have focus in something, that 1 is going to equal a second success. You'll have 3 successes if you spend a fortune.
Okay, then I want to spend a fortune point.
Okay. You're keeping yourself up above the water level. Okay. Pirate Pal isn't. Okay? Luke, you're struggling to stay up. This is real bad chop.
Can I shoot an arm down?
You dodge an oar, almost smash you in the head, okay? And do you want to what? Sorry, Luke?
Is there any way I can like make a grab for him? Or would that be pushing my luck?
Well, no, you got a good. Oh yeah, you've got another momentum, by the way.
Okay.
For the pool.
Right, because that was 4. Okay.
So yeah, you're doing okay. It's getting tough. I mean, you might get tired out here, okay? There's nothing really like shit. How you got to try to find something maybe to float on. You know, the boat is broken up a bit and there's pieces of it around too. So it's the cap. It's not quite capsized, but it's flipped.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So he's drifting off. You can try to grab him and hang on to the boat. Okay.
Okay. So is that an athletics?
Make an athletics
or acrobatics.
Very difficult. So spend some momentum. You can spend up to 3 momentum to add dice to this roll. From the pool.
We want 2, Luke?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so if you spend 2, that gives you 2 additional d20s to roll, so you'll have 4 total.
Okay, so I have 4 total to roll.
Okay, and this is your athletics, which is 12. So you want 12s or less on those.
Oh, fuck. $16, $19, $20, and $8.
Oh, you got a 20?
Yeah.
Fuck, you swim out toward him.
And an 8. I'd like to mention that there's an 8.
The 20 is the important one.
But I think in this case it's really, really critical for us to discuss the fact that there's an 8.
So you got a complication plus some GM doom.
I'm like Luke. I'm rolling my always wins D&D dice.
Did someone puke Saturday?
No.
Stop banging your head. For fuck's sakes, man. Let me get this straight. Is that Luke?
No, that's kind of what you were hoping would happen. You'd grab the woman and jump her into the boat.
She looks nothing like the one on the cover.
Oh, I know, right? So...
If she looked like that... I don't know if I'd have been so keen to grab for her. I don't want somebody that's all muscly and covered in fur.
So... You're swimming out to try to get to Luke. Luke is not doing so well. He's far away from the boat now, and you're starting to lose the boat. It's Luke or the boat.
Stay with the boat.
Matanga, get your ass in gear and swim over here. I can't keep chasing you around.
All right.
And if I try to get to you, I got to use more momentum. We got 2 momentum that you can use.
But you have doom and a complication. You can't find him anymore.
What if I roll a 1 and a 7? Does that help anything?
No.
Okay, just throwing that out there.
You think you might be able to get back to the boat.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, I'm talking to Greg.
Well, I'm going back to the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, make an observation.
Sorry, I'm not going for him. I'm going back to the boat. Now I got to observe the boat. Fuck.
We're wrapping up your difficult...
1 cock die, 1 8, and 1 18.
You got a what?
I've got a success.
Okay.
I have a success.
It is strikingly far that way.
I must go that way.
You swim over that way. Okay, you can make your way to the boat. You're hanging on. You've lost everyone.
I have
The
my
storm
boat
continues. You
pieces.
eventually pass out on this boat.
I have my boat pieces.
Okay.
Were there any rocks?
Yeah, there were rocks that the ship hit. So interpret that from that what you will. Luke, you see your pal swimming toward you briefly. The waves just overcome you,
Swamp.
and you go beneath, and it goes dark. You feel something grab you.
Do you feel in any way like you're losing your mind?
You do feel something grab you, and then you're out. All right.
Cool.
Focus, man. Think about the thumb that was in Uranus. Focus on that thought. It'll keep you alive.
Why don't
All right.
why don't you just slip under here and see what's going on, Greg?
Everybody go take a leak.
I'm over on a boat. It's not a boat that one can row. Well, since we're taking a leak now would be an appropriate time to remind you about Libris Arcana while we bio break. LibrisArcana.com, LibrisArcana.ca for dice and RPG guide subscriptions. Monthly subscriptions from Libris Arcana. Great killer dice. The dice are awesome. And he's working on color change temperature sensitive dice now. Those things are going to be boss. Think about that, and you can buy them at LibrisArcana.com, LibrisArcana.ca. Coupon code RYSK, R-Y-S-K, for 25% off your first month subscription. We will be right back, because I need to buy out too. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought for sure that somehow Chris was going to get lost on the way back. And then would bang his head on something. Well, I'm just saying.
It's possible.
You have a tendency to hit stuff.
It sucks. It sucks that having a concussion makes you fucking clumsy.
For sure.
The odds of you getting another concussion are increased.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know when you're done washing your hands, Luke. Hey! There he is. All right. So I am currently clinging to the wreckage of a small boat in the dark. And I am a barbarian who's not a strong swimmer.
And fighting off exhaustion.
Fighting off exhaustion and the elder beasts that are inhabiting these waters.
But you are rolling dice from Libris Arcana.
To be very honest, at the moment, I'm not. Because I only have one set at this moment from Libris Arcana. My new set should be here, actually, before next week's show. But I think, given how this particular die right here has been rolling, it's going to the fuck-off bag. And the Libris Arcana Smoky dice is coming out. And since we're in the water, the smoky, or the watery dice will come out. There. Pulling all the stops now.
Made myself a sandwich.
Luke, what are we going to do, my friend?
Well, I'm unconscious.
Oh, I know how to solve this problem.
Just fall down.
I know how to do this. And I don't think I even have to roll. I don't think I even have to roll to do this. Can I try it? Can I try, Chris?
Are you just about to rip your character sheet up?
Marco! Did you hear where I am? Come on, man. We all did this. You should be able to do this.
Actually, if you watch Maddie's channel, Saturday, just because you can breathe underwater doesn't mean that you can speak underwater.
I was just trying to help. Why you
Speaking
gotta? Why
is
you
the
gotta?
vibrating
Fuck.
of air?
Why you gotta turn it into that?
Okay.
All right.
You don't pass out. Whatever.
I'm alive.
I'm alive
The
too.
boat-
I'm just having a nap.
You're hanging out on the boat. You're not hanging out on the boat too long when you actually notice there's land up ahead.
There isn't much boat left, is there? Am I being blown to shore? Of a sort?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you must have been near shore to hit those rocks.
Yeah.
The lightning has come down and stuff like that. Day's actually breaking. And there's a small island up ahead. Okay?
Land ho!
Or sorry, day's not breaking. The storm's breaking. Okay?
Okay, well, I stick with my earlier convictions. Land ho!
Land ho. Land ho, Calrissian.
Fuck
What
you,
ho?
Calrissian.
Alright? So you take your busted piece of the Millennium Falcon and float your ass to that island. You can kick and paddle and everything like that. Okay?
Well, there, Greg. Our viewership probably just went up. The fat guy eats a sandwich on live stream.
Oh, mukbang. That's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Another market. Well done, man. Nice diversification tactic.
Next time I'll take my shirt off.
Ooh.
You gotta chew closer to the camera. What'd you say? Oh, I can hear that. That's pleasant.
Did you get goosebumps? I could be the next ASMR champion.
What is a mukbang? I don't know. Sorry, I'm terrible at the internet.
Hey,
Fancy
Luke
C-rated.
crushing sandwiches? That's a mukbang. If there were 14 sandwiches, it would be a mukbang. Why? Is mukbang the name of one of your cats?
The next one.
Chalupa Batman and mukbang.
All right,
Okay,
Chris.
no matter what happened, I'm just gonna tell it to you straight, and it
You
might
should
not
now.
be consistent with the events. Oh, you order as much as you can. Ew. Oh, geez. I thought Fancy said you order as much as you can and eat it while taking a shit.
Yeah, no,
But
while talking and shit. Yeah, it's a big food fest.
I read that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think honestly, for central rural Ontario, eating a fat guy eating a sandwich is probably a mukbang.
I thought it was more like some kind of Blumpkin kind of thing.
Oh, don't no.
Salami while on the shitter. Get it? Never
That's
mind.
like that's like filling your gas tank while your car's still running.
That's just crazy. That's like living on the edge. Okay, so that scene ended. Deduct a from the pool.
Say what, who, what?
Deduct a momentum from the pool.
Okay.
Down to one.
Consider it deducted.
So yeah, keep using it or lose it, right? But no, you can carry some over it. Just it deducts from stuff. All right, so the tell it to him straight, which, like I said, may or may not be consistent with what is leading up to it. But hey, we're just trying to have fun here, right? Barely having survived drowning, washed up on a jungle shore littered with bodies. Dun dun dun. The player characters are in dire circumstances.
Are they hot bodies?
Are they still fresh enough to cook?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are actually quite alive. Surviving slavers have come ashore some distance from where you guys both kind of turned up. You notice your friend is there.
Good. Do I have to
coughing out
wake his
water.
ass up again?
He's kind of got it going.
Okay,
He's
good.
coughing out water.
Cool.
The captain, Cajero, is there as well. He's talked to his men. There's 3 of his men and 1 him. And they're kind of looking at you, but they're not
There's 4 of
making
them.
a charge or anything.
So there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
The captain and his 3 men.
Yeah.
And I use the term captain lightly because he managed to run us aground.
I also use the term men lightly because we dispense with them fairly quickly.
Did you just squeeze cheese onto a thing?
No, dude.
Oh, God.
Big Mac sauce. So.
Okay, like a couple other slavers over the next little while kind of drag their asses off the beach somewhere.
Lick
So
their
the numbers
wounds.
grew a little bit, all right? Delia, your friend, her name is Delia, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
is missing. She's not there.
Missing, presumed, taken by
You
the
guys can make
Kraken.
your observation checks if you like.
I'll do that. What the hell? Because my observation is boss.
2 successes.
Nope. 2
And
fails.
I have that thing where, like, I remember everything.
10, 19.
Yeah, once you make your way back to this beach sometime, you'll know this whole beach inside and out. And did you get any 5s or less on your 6?
I did.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Okay,
And
so you got 3
succeed.
successes. Because you have a focus of 5. So what focus means, again, is anytime you roll that skill, and if you have a focus of 5, if you roll a 5 or less on any of those dice, you just get a bonus success.
Okay. So I have 3 successes.
Yep. All right.
Good.
Sorry, I'm harassing somebody.
It's okay. I failed my observation, so I just thumped a thing with my mace for no reason.
you shove your mace up your ass. Never mind. This has been one of those sessions, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's unpleasant.
You
sounding.
notice webbed foot prints or whatever heading off into the jungle. As you see those, you get
Is
that
it the
impression
same- is
like
it the
it's
same
here. This
footprints?
is it.
Dude,
Okay.
is it the same footprints that we saw on those creatures in the cave?
Very, very similar.
In
Claws are a little
Dragonlance
bigger.
when we were being chased?
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are like grown-up Merle.
Dude, this isn't Conan. It's World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Conan the MMO didn't fare as well. Except there was a cool thing you could do in the Conan MMO. There was a bridge and a cliff on one side, and you could stand there with your mount, and your mount would donkey kick people. And
Off the bridge.
There would be clipping, so you donkey kick people off the cliff.
Nice.
All the trolls would park there on that end of the bridge, and some nub would run through to go across the bridge, donkey kick off. Iboria is a brutal, brutal world.
Okay.
All right.
I imagine, yeah. So the slavers are eyeing you up. They're getting a little bolder because their numbers, as more sats wash ashore. That sort of thing. You guys have kind of noted these footprints, and nobody's made any moves against you. They're watching.
Well, I think we just simply need to start moving into follow the webbed feet things.
Buzz it, go burden. He says he's watching, but he's off to bed now. He's got an action.
Well, thank him for popping into
Thank
the
him
chat.
for popping into the chat.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Buzz it.
Yeah.
Buzz it, you asshat.
Buzz it. Is there any way that I can fuck his campaign up?
Yeah, we'll find another way to do
Okay, thank you.
it. This time fail on purpose. Oh, there he is. Yay.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Buzz it.
Okay.
Oh, our stats are up. We finally
All I can say, Luke, is if it bleeds, we can kill it. So let's go find them and kill them.
Yeah.
This is going to be a predator scene in here. Whatever. Okay. You guys just kind of like do, and then bolt into the okay.
And Tits McGee is not in the camp?
Tits McGee is missing.
Okay.
Yeah. So the captain swears something, and you guys are both okay. So we're gonna do a skill challenge.
Sweet.
How are you guys gonna try to avoid and stay away from these guys so they don't follow you? And
I pick observation as my skill.
okay, how are you gonna use your observation to?
I'm going to be using my observation to make sure that where we are going has none of the assholes in it.
And keeping your eye on the trail, hopefully. Okay.
Absolutely.
What are you doing?
I'm reasonably stealthy.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll also be using stealth.
Okay, make those rolls. You guys got a good head start on these jerks and you're almost immediately.
That's two
the
successes
thick of
on my side.
And 2 on my side. How about that?
Okay. You notice
roll,
there's
6 and a 10.
Cool. What's your stealth?
12.
Nice, mine too.
You notice there's some disturbed foliage. Okay. You follow the path in. You guys try not to disturb it as you.
Has Greg's loincloth been blown up again?
He's moving with such speed that it's like up here.
Yeah, and it's okay because when I got onto the beach, I coiled my genitals back up.
But as he's running, it's just kind of like.
No, that's an offering. I do that on command.
So he just grabs it, throws it over his shoulder.
I'm not looking for sympathy at all.
Night buzz it, Bo Burden. Fair buzz it.
Nice.
Buzz it.
Fare thee well, Buzzet Bo Burden.
If that's his real name, jeez. All right, you guys.
I'm gonna start calling him Herschel.
Herschel Q.
Burden?
Asshat.
Yeah.
De Burden?
Mick Bicycle Seat Sniffer.
Mick. Oh, this is gonna be a short.
Bicycle seat sniffer bicycle seat sniffer?
Yeah. All right, what's next, Chris? Where are we? What are we doing?
You guys are running through. You think you've got the jump on these. I'm gonna reveal another picture just because I can.
Nice.
Pow.
It is a Murloc.
Yeah, it's pretty much a
Merfolk.
Murloc. Okay.
Is
You
it
guys
daylight?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Okay. It's
Is
daylight.
it what?
I was just asking if it was daytime.
No, that's moonlight. I meant the storm broke, not the day.
Okay.
Daylight did.
Okay.
So. Okay. You guys are scooting through the jungle. No sign of the jerks behind you. Okay. You might have eluded them. You hope.
All right.
You've managed to get onto a trail. Okay. This trail has the footprints, and it looks like they're dragging somebody. At one point, you notice some blood.
I'm sorry. The hilt of the merfolk's sword.
Oh, it's so unfortunately positioned.
Oh my god, it is. It's like a Murloc dink. Apparently he gets off on that. So we see some blood, you said?
I can only see one thing, Greg.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see some blood, Chris?
Yeah.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. I'm just going to do my best to pull off as many Schwarzenegger movie quotes as I can as we go through this. That's from Predator, just so you know.
Maybe it's not blood. Maybe he's got a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Oh
We have
my
that. We
God.
actually have that poster up in the lunchroom at our office. What? The only chance we had at picking up additional viewers tonight, you take it off the screen.
That's my game, folks.
Hey, Luke, this would be a perfect moment to throw the rainbow dildo over top of it.
I commit suicide. Oh my god.
Okay, you guys start hearing some drums beating, and then you find your way down this path. This path seems to approach like something like a pond. You're about 15 minutes running down it when you notice some fucking crocodiles. It's time to fight again.
Crocodiles?
There's a massive crocodile about the size of half the size of a hippo, sitting on the trail in front of you, looking at you, just with its mouth open like this.
Gaping maw?
Okay.
Always
And
wanted to use the phrase
snaps and
gaping
starts
maw.
slamming through the brush down the trail.
I want to put my battle axe through
In
its head.
face? Okay.
Through its head. Cleaving it in twain.
All right. It's coming at you. Giver, make a attack.
With
You
mine
know.
battle axe.
Is he? Oh, jeez. As you
Uh,
get close, it takes a snap at you. It's got reach.
that's awesome, but I also have reach with my battle axe. And not only did I hit it for 1, but I got a 2. I got a 2
How many
for the
successes?
other roll, so that's 3 successes.
Okay, you can have a momentum point. Do you want to use it immediately to add another dice?
Yes.
Another
That's a
die for
big
damage?
roll.
I sure would.
All right, roll 7d6. And let me know
roll
about
8.
ones,
Grab the other D.
5s, and 6s.
That is 151611. 5, a 6, and a 1.
5, a 6, and a 1, eh? Alright, so, wow, 5 and a 6, you've got that additional damage, so the 5 and a 6 becomes 4 total damage, and the 1, you've got 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I just need to look at something about beastly armor quickly here, just to see. I don't know why the crocodiles are so. Oh, did I say crocodiles?
No, you said crocodile.
Yeah, I think I accidentally just said crocodiles. Okay, you come right down into its snout with it, and you dish out a wound to the giant beast. Okay?
He had to
You're
split.
To eat shit here. Yeah. Okay.
What do you mean you're gonna eat shit here? Yeah.
Well,
No,
you had to make
that's-
sure that he did
Now
it.
that's a mukbang.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roll your soak. Right?
Oh shit. Me?
Your soak
Is
is
3.
Your
It's
3.
3d6s, right?
You got to soak 4.
1 and a 6.
Okay.
How can I soak 4 with 3 dice?
Reroll something. You can re-roll one of your damage dice because you have no mercy. So roll the one that didn't.
It's a 3.
Oh, when making an attack, but whatever. Okay, so you had 2 successes.
Yeah. A 1 and
So
a
you
6.
take 2 of those vigor. Right?
Okay.
Now, what are you doing, Luke? You just saw him exchange blows with a crocodile.
Did the crocodile explode?
I
Not
wounded
quite.
its head.
Yeah, blood sprays out everywhere, covering the barbarian.
He had to split.
Yeah,
And the quality of the path is such that if I go and finish killing this thing, we'll be able to pick it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go kill it. So I'm rolling against my right?
You're rolling your melee, which is 10.
And I failed both. How many Mo have we got left?
1.
0. And I hit it.
You got
And
1?
I did not roll a 1. I only hit it once.
Okay, roll your damage, which is 4.
I will have to re-roll both of those. 5, a 6, a 1, and a 2. So, like, all of the good ones.
Okay.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Pew pew. Alright, you wound it.
Is it dead yet?
Just about. You are right up next to it and chop in at its head over its eye, and it backs away a bit and snaps at you, okay? Alright, so
I pull a Steve Irwin and I jump on top of it and I say, "Isn't he beautiful?"
it is beautiful.
Miss that guy.
Yeah, that sucks. Apparently his kid
his daughter?
What?
I don't know. One of the kids is like getting involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, his son
Yeah.
is, and Bindi runs the zoo now with his wife.
Yeah, welcome to 2004, Chris. I don't know. I don't know.
Bindi grew up into a fox. I'm not into politics. I'm into survival.
Okay, it grabs you,
Who?
barbarian face.
That's
grabs
really
your ankle.
that's
okay?
really unnecessary. Who?
You are grappled. You get to soak though. See if you can avoid this shit. So roll your 3 dice, 6.
I got a 1.
Okay, so you're gonna take. You take 2 of those vigors.
Since I
Okay,
have
and
some of
you're-
these vigors, can I drink them? Like, is that like, are they like energy drinks or?
No, it means you're going straight to hell. So, you are grabbed by the leg. Okay, it's bit into your calf really good, and it's starting to back away and drag you into the pond. You can attempt an acrobatics or athletics test equal to the number of effects rolled that I got here.
Could I not mash it with my mace?
Well, yeah, you can either mash it. I mean, technically, it says you're unable to move or take action except to try to escape.
Okay.
So mashing it with your mace could be considered part of your attempt to escape. You just don't roll damage on it.
Oh, okay.
Breaking free. So, we're
Stop.
flashing.
Stop clicking your shit, Luke.
All right, so he has grabbed the barbarian and started to drag backwards into that swamp.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Make your
Acrobatics?
acrobatics or athletics.
Uh,
Well, we just lost Luke. Oh, we just got Luke.
yeah. Luke needs to stop clicking shit. All right. Okay. Acrobatics is what I'm after here.
Whichever one has the best. You can...
I think I rolled the wrong dice.
You need to roll d20s on.
Yeah, no, I think I rolled the wrong d20s.
Oh, what did you get?
Oh
no.
No 20. I didn't get a 20.
No. No 20.
No 20.
I can't quite see those. Sure?
Neither of them are below or even the same as my acrobatics, though.
All right. Well, you're getting dragged into the pond. And if Luke finds his way back, eventually, he's going to probably kill it because it's pretty beat up.
Yeah. So Luke should probably leave the call and then come back in.
Boot him.
How do you boot him?
No, I don't know.
That makes 2 of us.
I don't know anything about this internet.
Neither do I. Alright, I'm going to screw up our screen and it's going to look all wackadoo. Let me see. Risky Luke. He should maybe hang up and then come back. I don't know what to do about that.
Did Ontario just explode or something?
It did. Oh, there we go. So hopefully he'll be coming back now. Yeah, it's possible Ontario just exploded. Worst case, we're just going to have to finish this up next week, but...
Doug Ford. Damn you.
Yeah, Doug Ford.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Doug.
So I guess if Luke's gone, I guess this is the he opens the door to another Arnie quote.
It's okay. We were kind of getting to the point where it was.
No,
gonna be
that's
too
a
late
divorce.
Anyway, so we can start next session where
Luke needs to save me from a
whether or
crocodile
not you get pulled into the pond,
by the giant crocodile.
and then things get resolved with the drumbeat and Delia, sort of.
Delia and the drum beat. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
They have Delia.
they do.
What's the Delia?
She's the final sacrifice to reveal.
In the next
to bring
segment,
Cthulhu into this
in the
world.
next segment, can we make sure she's wearing the bikini again?
You mean this?
Exactly. Is that me up at the top there? Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
sure.
Luke's back. Save me, Luke. You need
You
to
made
save.
your own bed, bud.
You need to save me.
All right, what's happened?
If you nothing, you
We
died.
waited.
You
He
disappeared.
Screwed up some escape roll and is like
Oh, for
halfway
Christ's
into the
sakes! I just
pond.
tossed the 2 dice into the little hole where they live,
Okay.
and they both rolled better.
All right.
Roll your attack, good sir.
Oh, I rolled a 15, which fails, but I also rolled a 1.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. You hit. Roll some damage.
4.
Quel damage.
Do it.
Do it.
A 2 and a 5, and a
2
3
and a 5, and a 3 and a 4. Okay, so
4. Yahtzee.
you don't kill it.
Do I? Well, I'm aiming for the part of its body that it's using to hold Greg.
So you just chop off Greg's leg so it's easier for him to escape. I see what you mean.
Perfect.
No. So it's mostly in the water now, backing in there, okay? And it's like starting to savage Greg. Greg, you have another shot at this.
Thank God.
We'll consider that teamwork. If you make this roll, you get an additional success. You need a 3.
Make
I
this
just
roll.
rolled 2 1s.
You got it. You
Really?
managed to hack at its head, okay?
He had to
And
split.
that's enough to make it go, I've had enough with these guys. They hurt. And it slinks back into the water, okay?
Giant indestructible crocodile.
Yes. Massive evil thing. And
Did
you
know
guys are
the
back on the
largest-
path.
Did you
What's
know that
that?
the largest crocodile in history measures 24 feet long? That's longer than this room.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
"24 feet long."
You know what, Luke?
Yeah.
We can look shit up on the internet too.
Make
Yeah.
survival test, guys.
Fuck. I gotta see what that is. I think I actually have a pretty good survival number, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I made it.
How many
Uh,
successes?
1.
Oh, not as good as I thought. Yikes.
But we have teamwork.
Well, that's good, because my survival skills are weak as shit.
Can you cobble together 2 successes between the two of you?
What did you get, Luke? 1 success?
Yeah.
Can I use a momentum
Yeah.
Yeah, roll another die.
to roll one more?
How many momentums do we have?
This will be the last one.
Would you like me to roll it?
Yes. No.
Greg, would you like me to roll it?
Here, let me turn.
Okay, moving on.
Let me turn that around so it's easier for you to read.
You're trying to bandage your leg a little bit, okay?
Yep. Moving
You
on.
guys get moving again. And as you do, you are surrounded by pirates. We're going to call it there.
Fucking pirates.
Start next session with the captain.
Okay,
I'm to have a little conversation with you that might get scabby.
I'm gonna pull out my fuck off bag
Yes.
and get all of the dice that I don't use for D&D because they roll like shit. And those will be my dice for next week.
So the system's a little wonky, isn't it?
It's difficult to wrap one's head around a bit, but now that we're starting to groove a little, I like it.
I do like it. I think it's a little wacky. I think it's. I mean, yeah, it'll require more.
It's a little more mental gymnastics required,
A
but
little more use to really grasp how to factor in momentum, and because you can get quite strategic with this game. You can do things in combat that you know you're just going to have a killer success at that might not necessarily forward the combat, but you know you can add to your momentum pool, right?
Yeah.
You might do things that'll just be awesome for momentum, not necessarily to just vanquish enemies, you know, and then in doing so, making vanquishing enemies a little easier and things like that.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fun.
It's kind of cool. It's neat. Like, the Doom is really interesting. I got to do quite a bit of Doom against you guys just to screw you over.
Yeah, that's
But
fun.
you can also... Oh, yeah, another thing is if you guys get momentum, you can also... if you beat me in skill struggles, like, say, against that crocodile or whatever and that sort of thing, and you can ask me to take Doom out of my pool. Stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. I think there's a lot of potential with this.
Yeah, definitely got to pull the fuck off bag out.
So far, my favorite system was the Star Trek system.
Oh yeah, that was
Star Wars.
That was just so much flow.
No, Star Trek.
Star Wars?
We haven't played Star Trek yet.
Oh,
you've
what?
looked at it though?
Yeah.
Which
Star Wars was a lot of fun. It's basically the same system.
Oh, okay.
Star Trek system. Sorry, what did you just say?
It's Roll20 Star Trek or D20 Star Trek.
Oh, I should look that up so I can get a copy of that somewhere.
But don't worry about it. I just made it up because I confused Star Trek and Star Wars, and I didn't want to sound like a chump.
Oh, and then we kept pushing it, and now you're sounding like a chump. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
We don't got your back,
Let's
bro.
be honest, dude. I don't know if you would have liked the Star Wars one as much if you hadn't been a Defil.
Yeah, it was fucking rad.
It was a different... Yeah, it was a totally different kind of opportunity for...
Yeah, the Defil had certain opportunities in that format that were really epic, and I don't think the things that would best counter a Defil were there.
No. Not much can really counter a Defil.
Not in terms of hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, and you know what? It's nice to go from kind of powerless to being able to, like, kick some ass.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
And that might have been some of it, too, is, like, the last two. Like, since I played Flint, my guy was a piddly, whiny shitbag.
Yeah, and he was brutalized in one of the sessions, dude.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I believe it was Flint dragged around by his nostrils through the water, tossed out because he was too dense to swim.
Too dense to swim and covered in metal.
And even had to be hauled out of said water by a kender.
That's pretty insulting. We should go back to Dragonlance and see how they're doing.
I'm down, dude.
I'm down.
That'd be fun.
I'm down.
Maybe drop in somewhere at like level 8, 9.
That'd be so cool. That'd
and
be
then
cool.
just see. Yeah, I'll look ahead in the Dragonlance, see if any of it fits. I'm sure there's something.
All right. Well, thanks for the game tonight, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Here's that fancy lady again. There.
Yeah, I got to get that book just for the cover.
Well, there's the thing. See, we've been playing intro kind of adventures and stuff too.
Yeah.
For this, and this was. Don't forget about Free RPG Day, whenever the hell that is.
Nice. Didn't know that was a thing.
These are perfect for what we're doing because some of them actually can be easily twisted to fit this Quantum Keep narrative, and then it's a quick rules primer.
Love it.
That's what we're doing. So.
That's awesome.
Love it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Luke. Big thank you to Libris Arcana, librisarcana.ca, librisarcana.com, the official dice subscription of Quantum Keep. Use coupon code RYSKRISK and get 25% off the first month of a subscription for their kick-ass dice or their RPG manuals that they send out once a month to subscribers, which is freaking cool as shit. And then Chris leaves. I think it's because he's going to get a... Oh, he's going to play us out. Awesome.
Okay,
There you go.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, I can't play Fleetwood Mac.
No, you can't play Fleetwood Mac with a big rainbow dong on the screen.
No,
Hold on.
even when I'm not laughing about that.
What the hell happened to his shirt?
I don't know.
It looks like a dress. What the hell happened to your shirt, Luke? Did you fall down your deck again?
All right, everybody. We love you. Oh, here we go.
What did you do to your shirt, Luke? Did you fall down the deck again?
Yeah.
All I have is this
Oh.
chewed up credit card to play my...
Oh my god.
Okay, every rose has its thorn.
Oh my god. That
Okay,
is
let's play some
so
Def
out of
Leppard.
tune, dude.
Yep. I can't even tune it right now. So I'm just gonna hold it so I look cool.
I heard that on the radio today.
Yeah,
You
that's
playing.
way too far out.
He's the riff master. He's got like 9 riffs.
I like how we just play like 5 seconds and put our guitars in.
Yeah.
That,
All right.
you know what, I think our fan likes that even more than we do.
I think so. I think she sees the innate talent. Thanks, guys. Chris, we'll see you next Monday night, and for everybody else, we'll see you on Saturday for Risky Business, the Getting Drunk show.
And stay tuned this week, because there's a really good chance that I'm going to jump on and smash some Magic Online.
Ooh. Good point. Night, fuckers!
We fucked the night? What's going on there? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Is that the Jack Black song?
Play us out, man.
You did take that off the screen.